Alright, now that we've finished that dinosaur's life cycle,
Welcome in, everybody. We are here playing the Isle today. I wanted to welcome in. It's our first video. I originally go into this server, Dinopolis here, and I believe that I'm going to be looking for an easy grow into the PvP circuit. I'm thinking we've got about 30-40 people in this server, and we're going to be able to grow up the Stego and just demolish some competition. However, that's not the way it ended up going. Oddly enough, I think I might have found the most wholesome server in all of the Isle. So this is part one of the Stegosaurus journey. I'm pretty happy with the way that the growth cycle went. I'm really happy with the diet we had growing up, and we take this Stegosaurus all the way into being older and having no diet to speak of, and we're still there. So welcome to my Stegosaurus journey on Dinopolis. How quickly I would find out that I was wrong here. Simply put, this server is, as I said, the most wholesome server I've ever found. While the tension was steep as I'm growing my Stego here and I'm going through the swamp, I'm expecting gators, I'm expecting carnivores of any type, Herreras jumping out of the sky any minute. What I found was a lot of calls and roars in a distance, a lot of meat, but a server that really just kind of felt welcoming. Running around by it. I know there's gator in there. Could have been a boar that I heard too. What did I run by? We're heading towards Sanctuary though, because we can get all three of our diets there and mushrooms. And Stegosaurus grows quick, and not too quick, but we'll be outgrowing that area very quickly. It's true. When you play Stegosaurus on the regular, you know that Stegosaurus just tends to get a little bit big, a little bit fast. One minute you're munching mushrooms in Sanctuary, and the next minute you're sitting back and watching yourself get stuck in between the trees or stung by bees. It's just part of being a Stegosaurus sometimes. And knowing I am literally heading right for them. We will cross here though. Oh, I love the mud wash off effect. It looks so cool. Will this be where we finally meet our end? We may. Sounded like there is at least something in the area. Feeling late right now. So cute and adorable temporarily. If I can't fit in there, then I got plenty of space. I run into a predator. Plenty of area to eat still. We just want as much tummy as needed as possible. Golly, Sanctuary is so far away. I mean, thankfully I smelled it from the entire map away. Swamps are just so massive. I think it was like their favorite area that they were making while they were making the game. Like swamps, because it has, I feel like it has the most thought put into it. There's mazes around it, all kinds of cool little Easter egg stuff like that. All right. Luckily we're in swamp, so Sanctuary is really not that far away. All you have to do is make sure you're heading the right cardinal direction, and you can land in it every time. On this server, we were playing with about 30 or 40 people, so we knew that this Sanctuary probably wasn't going to be used, and if it was, we'd just have to avoid certain areas of the water. The sanctuary protects very well at the water line, so you can drink from it as a juvenile without much threat of anything big enough to pull you in whenever you're the size of a baby Stego. However, it doesn't mean the tensions aren't still there. Awesome. We are the mighty Stegosaurus, though. Our fathers and grandfathers have tasked us with charging into battle with a Thagomizer held high in the air. We cannot shy away from carnivores. We simply cannot. It would be, wouldn't it? These mushrooms are right here. In the middle of it, so I can do two things at once. Be like, my stomach's full. I better run over here and be a fat ass and eat some gastroliths so I can eat some more food. Find me some gastroliths at least. There we go. And we come on down the food chain, eating rocks. So rocks just help grind it all up, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. I've heard of cattle doing that. Sometimes they can eat so many rocks you actually have to like let it be. Starting to be able to squeeze into less places, yo. And that's the way it went. We found our sanctuary mushrooms. We got to the point where we couldn't really maneuver around the trees, and we moved on from the area. Now, Dinopolis, if I've learned anything, is a very inviting and welcoming place. The server is full of people from all walks of life, I suppose, and who just love to play the game. Very social group. Nobody seemed too threatened anytime I approached or came close. Although, as you'll see, I do think that the Isle has ruined me a little for great servers like this, because sometimes when you hear noises, you assume the worst. Those marigolds. Or the mushroom. I think they're mushrooms. I can never really tell. Truth be told. We could have probably stayed in Sanctuary a little bit longer. But I really didn't feel like doing that. By all means. There's some more double bars. Let's go swimming. We were avoiding it, but I have not seen very much evidence of dinos, except for around Sanctuary. But those bones could have just been AI that spawned near Sanctuary. Oh gosh. I went into the trap. In case you're new around here, this little section of the swamp that I just hit is the perfect place to back new players up as a dino. To kind of corner them, to give you the best lunge opportunities, to give you the best chance to pull them under. And I thought for sure, not realizing that it was the trap, as I like to call it, was gonna be Dino's next lunch. Luckily, we didn't see any dinos this time. This actually is probably the area that Gator's on. Alright. There's so many delicious things I'm smelling off in this way. I was tired of being hampered. Bars. Bars. You know, it's the little sounds about the Isle that have me so focused on it as a gamer. I absolutely adore this game. It's little creaks in the wood as the wind blows that is just built into the sound. It's the roars at a distance that sometimes sound louder because you're standing next to the mountainside. It's these things that keep me going. So at this point in time, we decide to really start to focus on migration paths as our objective. Obviously, we're not going to be running into too much PvP. So why not essentially go on a journey? Why not travel across the aisle and take advantage of this chance to just enjoy the beauty and the scenery of the game? Don't really have a ton of predators around to worry about. I am hearing some around, so there are some. We're already up to 15%. And once we hit our next growth stage, that's whenever you can start putting out a lot of that damage. People just naturally stop trying to touch you less. You'll still have some full-grown stuff come after you, but like right now, a raptor or two can be a little bit dangerous, so not too long. You having to move to more plains, I believe. Maybe some jungle, I can't remember. Maybe heading toward highlands. That sounds like a goat. Let us get some bars. Good. Oh, look at that big old belly. I like that. I like the more that you eat, the bigger the belly gets. 131% growth. We're still scoring that perfect diet. Yeah. We are going to be a lean, mean, thagamizing machine. We just are waiting for our next stage to hit. Once we get our next stage, I don't mind standing up to a Serta. I've had my ass knocked down by a Stego a time or two as playing a Serta. Everybody has. They're lethal. That sounds pretty far away. Alright, well S is closest, and it looks like it might be the lowest. Honestly, this little bush grove isn't a bad hiding spot. We're just about outgrowing it, but just about outgrowing it. So close, yet so far away. I don't know why it's not already activated. And from here, we really don't get all that much bigger. I mean, yeah, we, triple our size again. But, relatively speaking, we stay pretty good sized from like the moment we get out of that phase. We really do. Okay. Stomach's finally not flashing. Oh, so they're going to a little bit distressed because she got quieter once we weren't flashing in the belly. Okay. I know there's some carnivores that are roaming around here, and I can't wait to watch the replay on this to see how close they got. That's pretty far away. Sounded like it was off that way. Sounded like it was toward that mountain. That was like echoing off the hills. Kind of stuff. At this point, I'll tell you, I'm just kind of gonna roam the side and kind of check out the gameplay. The following is a couple of songs that I had accompany me on streams since I've been here, and our fans really liked them over there. We met a ton of people off the Dinopolis server, so please check them out if you're looking for a new unofficial server. It's a really great group of guys, and coming in the next part, you'll actually get to meet some of them. You'll get to see them. You'll see what a hotspot is like for Dinopolis and how social that group can be. So thank you for tuning in. Peace, love, and hummus. Be safe, Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share the content if you don't mind. And don't forget to check us out on Twitch. That's where we stream all this stuff live. So you can be part of the discussion. Have a great day. Bye.
In the start, there was chaos, a world untamed. Dinosaurs roam, survival was the game. From the smallest raptor to the mighty T-Rex, every step, every roar was a history flex. You're a hunter, a prey, you're the king of the land. But blink too long and you'll sink in the sand. The isle is wild, its tooth and claw. Every bite I get it right, fight leaves you in awe. The isle is
bush. Big enough. Ah, we're pretty concealed here. And we can't even really see out of it. It's good though. 121% growth rate. We'll keep that growth in check. I mean, that's what you gotta try to do. You gotta try to keep that perfect diet. You eat all the right foods, you grow big and strong. You get big and strong. You become everybody's worst nightmare and they run away from you whenever they see you. Because let's face it, you have two types of Stegosaurus players. The ones who usually play Patchy and the ones who usually play Dibble. So that is your difference maker whenever it comes to Stego players. They're coming after you if you get too close. Keep your distance, they're fine with you. Promise. Now see, the mud texture does not look as good. It looks kind of like it's drawn and cut cardboard. Like you draw on cardboard and cut out the spikes, you know? All right. Oh, that sounds like it's getting closer. This is my territory. I hope it doesn't end up getting bigger than me, though. I don't know what would keep in the area so long, considering I have not smelled any meat at all. Which means it's not finding things to eat. Or it's so big it's eating everything in one bite. Let's see, we need to go toward that one. Honeycombs. It's not on this aisle or the next one. I think it's on the next one. Yeah, it's over there. Little hill. I am ruler of this land. Currently. Well, I'm currently the inhabitant and nobody's chased me off of it. Honestly, we're not overly concealed here, but we're concealed enough. At a distance, nobody can tell. I'm gonna be seeing none. Although I imagine, like, if you had leaf physics enabled, it'd be going crazy right now. Oh, I wonder. I've ran it before, but I always got jump scared. Always got jump scared, man. So let's see. Enable physics for all and physics. Okay. Now, theoretically, if we move up and move around on this, it's supposed to like bounce around, right? I usually just see these pines and stuff like that bouncing around. I don't see nothing moving. There it goes. See? Just top heavy. It makes the graphics wobbly. It's just, the plant's drunk. You've drank too much, Grandpa. You drank too much. I hope one day they do fix it, because it's a really cool idea to, like, I want to watch a T-Rex walk through the forest and move branches out of its way around it. You know, like, that's one of my goals for this game, to be able to see. I'm wondering if, like, don't just have a full-grown dino down here waiting on me. Just, like, get a little bit bigger, son. Just a little bit bigger. Oh, I'm too big to drink out of the little itty bitty puddle. Well, so well for that. We're just keeping our health, keeping our stamina up, because we definitely have been hearing predators in the area. Sounds like that Serta's moving away again, though. I don't think he really knows the map too well, because he gets closer one minute, he goes away the next. I think he kind of like wants to dip into the swamp here, check things out. But he's not sure if he should. It became such a hot spot for so long of death and carnage that you just really didn't want to visit the swamp unless you had to. Anymore though, it's pretty laid back. Except for the occasional large herbivore. Figuring out how his tail attack works. Okay, so how do I do the back smash? It's about the way I look at it. I don't know. I feel like there's a way to like slam your tail down though. Maybe I'm wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. I'm wrong about a lot of things, so you shouldn't take advice from me. We're kind of like learning this game together because we've only got a couple hundred hours on the game. You know. Ooh. But thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you. Been around for a long time. But blood regens and stuff like that. I'm just skimming along the aisles. In the aisle. Oh, we might have cornered ourselves. Ah, now we're good. A little bit, but pretty good. Ooh, I'm not gonna make that swim. I'll make this one then. Okay. We moved quickly enough. Did not seem we were discovered, nor have we really seen anybody anyway. We got some S up ahead. We really need some bars, though. We got any bars around? Real close. Real close. Yeah, I guess I could have secured the perimeter a little bit better. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. I've seen such few people, I doubt anybody's around. As a T-Rex, I really want to be able to drown people in mud. I want to be able to like walk up on them and stomp on them, hold their head under the mud, make them drown that way. I think it'd be cool. I don't think it's a bad idea to slow down a little. We're sitting just about 50%. That's good. Not quite where we want to be, but we're getting there. I haven't heard a carnivore in a while. Well, that's gonna be some S. No, I came over here for 2 bars too. I just forgot it. There's some hexagons, so we're gonna go ahead and park it right in here. And enjoy hiding on the side. We're gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. See you soon.